Did you know that you can find a culture as distinct as that within the province of Quebec, with unique language, food, customs, and music by traveling in your RV? Well, you'll find a perfectly seasoned blend of cultures in this region of the Pelican State, and it's called St. Landry Parish. Welcome to Snowbirds and RV Travelers, the weekly show for RV enthusiasts where we talk about parks, activities, travel tips, trends, reviews, and the latest news affecting your RV experience. For more content and guest opportunities, head over to rvpodcast.com. That's rvpodcasts.com. Don't forget to tell all your friends that this show is completely free wherever you stream podcasts. While living in southern Ontario, our annual winter migration can easily be described as pack up, hit the I-75, reach Englewood, Florida, and then go to the beach. I often regret that we didn't leave earlier and take more time to experience a few interesting detours. For North Americans, Louisiana is a destination similar to Quebec. Although both exist within a larger national identity, each has a unique culture, including language, food, and music. Both stand out as utterly distinctive, not only on the North American stage, but on a global one as well. St. Landry Parish is a flavorful experience among Louisiana's Cajun and Creole heritage, which in part has a surprisingly Canadian origin. As the story goes, in 1690, a French trader was the first European who negotiated with the Opelousa nation, and 9 years later, France named Louisiana a colony. Settlers before 1805 were an eclectic mix of French, Spaniards, French Creoles, Spanish Creoles, Germans, immigrants from the West Indies, and Acadians. What an incredible communal mix to seed a new culture. The Acadians were French settlers from Nova Scotia who were expelled in 1763 after France's defeat by the English in the 7 Years' War. These immigrant Acadians were led by Jean-Jacques Blaise who became governor of the territory. Your Louisiana experience begins west of the Florida Panhandle, after a traverse through Alabama, where you'll find Opelousa, the seat of government for St. Landry Parish. We find the best way to experience a new destination is by walking. That's why we recommend the Historic District Walking Tour in Opelousa. Bring your iPad and use the interactive map to wander downtown and visit some of the 73 locations. Discovering the area on foot allows time to stop longer at places that intrigue you and pause for rest, food, and refreshments when the mood strikes. This is where your palate will spring to life with Creole and Cajun spices influenced by those early settlers. Don't miss dishes include crawfish étouffée and bisque, shrimp Creole and gumbo, and my personal addiction, jambalaya. In addition to dining out, we also like to cook ourselves. Grabbing some groceries and heading back to the RV for a homemade meal and beverages literally lights our fire. Savoy's Foods has all you need to prepare an authentic Cajun meal. Although the descriptions Cajun and Creole are often used interchangeably, the cultures are different. Take some time to visit the Creole Heritage and Folklife Center, which showcases the rich heritage and distinctiveness, from festivals to food, of the Creole culture. Cajun music is very enlightening, and Eunice, Louisiana in St. Landry Parish is where you can add chords and melodies to your culinary experiences. Start your Saturday mornings with hot boudin sausage and a coffee at the Cajun Jam Session at Savoy Music Center. Then stroll over to the CFMA, the Cajun Music Hall of Fame and Museum, to add a little more seasoning to your new experience. Do not buy a tacky tourist souvenir, especially when you can visit the town of Sunset for art, antiques, and collectibles. Shopping therapy is a key component of most cultures, and this is where you can shop where the locals buy and sell. The Sunset Antique Market is one such place. This is a treasure-filled 10,000 square foot open-air market located at an old sweet potato farm. If this sounds too daunting at 10,000 square feet, then the Sunset Rail Stop Flea Market might be more your style, where more than 20 vendors parlay their wares in the 6,000 square foot converted warehouse and feed store. There's no doubt that some vintage antique or collectible is sure to find a place in your home. We always enjoy hunting down local artisans, and if you do too, then try Geraldine's Fused Glass Art Gallery. Wit and whimsy are made manifest when glass is fused into fish, wind chimes, masks, and more. Rounding out our top 4 in St. Landry Parish is the town of Grand Coteau. That's not to say that there aren't many more places in St. Landry Parish to lavishly immerse yourself in Cajun and Creole culture. However, it is tough to beat a miracle. The 70541 is known as the Miracle Zip Code, where the only miracle in the US that's recognized by the Vatican is said to have occurred. The year was 1866. When a prospective nun, Mary Wilson, was healed by the apparition of St. John Birchman's. Say you were there by planning a tour of the shrine of St. John Birchman's when you're in town. On that pious note, make sure your mobile is fully charged to capture the architectural eye candy of the Church of St. Charles Borromeo, a primarily wooden structure designed by famous New Orleans architect James Ferret in 1879. A good eye can also capture memorable images at St. Charles Borromeo Cemetery and the Jesuit Dairy Barn, which will turn 100 in 2025. Now, at the risk of sounding obsessed with food, the 4th weekend in October celebrates Grand Coteau as the sweet dough pie capital, with a festival at the Jesuit College. Visitors can enjoy art vendors, live music, tours, and naturally sweet dough pies. If October doesn't fit into your travel itinerary, don't worry, as most eating establishments and shops sell this Cajun confection all year. Detours can often be a very good thing with a little planning. Don't miss one of the most distinctive cultures in the US, where the natural vibes, flavors, history, and friendly atmosphere will entice you back at any time of the year. Thanks for listening to today's show. If you enjoyed it, share it with your friends. And if you'd like to hear more, please subscribe or follow us. For fun contests and picture submissions, check out our Instagram channel at Snowbirds RV Travelers. Snowbirds and RV Travelers is a Sun Cruiser Media production.